Hey, I'm Mike Baccarella, and today we're going to take a look at this really cool chord substitution that Herbie Hancock and a lot of other great players use. Let's take a look. So what is this really cool chord substitution? What is this secret chord? What is this really effective, interesting sounding device that Herbie's using? This is the major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio, and it comes from melodic minor. If you harmonize the melodic minor scale, the third chord would be a major 7 sharp 5. And this is an amazing arpeggio to have under your fingers because every single cool usage of melodic minor that you could use, this arpeggio highlights the interesting notes that make it so effective. So anytime you're using a melodic minor thing, this arpeggio can kind of take care of all the heavy lifting. So first things first, what is a major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a major 7 with a sharp 5th. So if we were to take C, we have C, E, G, and B, we would go C, E, take our 5th and sharp it, we have G sharp and B. And that'd be our C major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio. Over on Patreon, I will have a document with some suggested fingerings for these arpeggios, as well as a breakdown of these various usages over different chords. So if you're interested in that, please consider supporting me on Patreon, where in addition to getting PDFs each week for the lessons, I also post a weekly transcription every single week, so there's tons of great stuff over there for you to practice. Let's take a look at a few ways we can use this. For all of these superimpositions, we're going to use A-flat melodic minor as our bass. So any of these chord types where we would use A-flat melodic minor as our scale, we can use the major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio from the third. In this case, it would be C-flat, but we're going to call it B for now. So we have a B major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio. We have B, D sharp, technically F double sharp, but we'll call it G, A sharp, and B. And so our first superimposition would be G7 altered. Now for the altered scale, we typically use melodic minor up a half step. So A-flat melodic minor would go with G7 altered. And in that A-flat melodic minor scale, we have the B major 7 sharp 5. So let's take a look at how that interacts over a G7. So we start on B, which is our major third of a G7. D sharp would be our sharp 5th. G would be our root. A sharp or B flat would be our flat 9. So we have a third, sharp 5, a root, and a flat 9. So it gives it a couple alterations, a root, and our third. Our next superimposition would be for an unaltered dominant 7th chord, which would be usually a Lydian dominant kind of sound. Be a dominant 7 with a sharp 11 on it. And to get that sound, we would take melodic minor up a 5th from our root. So if we have A-flat melodic minor and we go down a 5th from there, we have D flat. So D flat 7 would be our superimposition off this. So let's take a look at how this arpeggio interacts with that D flat 7. So B natural, technically this could be a C flat, is our flat 7th. The D sharp, or the E flat, would be our 9th. The G natural would be our sharp 11, and B flat would be our 6th. So we have flat 7, 9, sharp 11, 6. We have 1 chord tone and 3 color tones. It's a very colorful sound. Our next usage would be for a minor 7 flat 5. Now if we play melodic minor from the third of a minor 7 flat 5 chord, we get a Locrian natural 2 scale, which is a regular Locrian scale with the flatted 5th and everything, but it has a natural 2nd. A flat melodic minor would be the flat 3rd of F minor 7 flat 5. So we're going to play over an F minor 7 flat 5. So over that we'll play a B major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio. So how does that interact? Well, the B, or the C flat in this case, would be the flat 5th. The E flat, or the D sharp, would be our flatted 7th. G would be our 9th, our major 9th. And B flat would be our 11th. It gives us a couple color tones and 2 chord tones. Our next usage is over just a regular minor major 7 chord. In this case, we'll be playing A flat minor major 7. So we can play B major 7 sharp 5 over that. And that would give us a flat third, a fifth, a major 7, and a ninth. It gives us 3 chord tones and the major ninth, which is a really nice sound. The last usage we're going to go over is the most obvious one in this case, and we're just going to play it over a major 7 chord. Now that doesn't perfectly fit because a major 7 will have a regular 5th, and a major 7 sharp 5 will have a sharp 5, right? But we could play this over a regular major 7 chord for a little bit of tension. Now here's the actual line that Herbie plays that gave me the idea for this video. So what's he doing here? Well, he's playing over a C minor 7. But he's playing B major 7 sharp 5 over this, which is what we played for a G7 altered earlier. So he's basically implying the 5 chord over a minor 7. He's starting on the B flat on the 6th fret of the 6th string, B natural on the 7th fret, E flat or D sharp on the 6th fret of the 5th string, and then with my pinky I'm grabbing G, and then I shift up with my first finger to grab B flat on the 8th fret of the 4th string, B on the 9th fret, E flat, G, and then I'm playing B flat and B natural on the 11th and 12th fret, back to G, and then E flat, C, F. So those last couple notes he goes back to C minor. But here's the line. And rhythmically it's all triplets. But we're starting on the second triplet of beat 1. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this idea. It's a really cool and incredibly useful arpeggio. It's always super colorful, and it's just this really interesting sound, and a lot of great players use it. Herbie uses it, Kurt Rosenwinkel uses it, a lot of modern guys use this sound because it's just such a wide open sound. One of my former teachers, Pat Kelly, who's an amazing guitar player that you should definitely check out, wrote a whole book on this subject called Melodic Minor Guitar, and you could probably get it on Amazon as well as other places. And he just breaks down the usages of this arpeggio over different chord types. It's an incredible resource, so I definitely recommend checking it out. So thanks for checking out today's lesson. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.